God Daddy's in the building. Broadcasting live from a few parts unknown. Joining me as always on the sticks, he's that bad dad of COD. You might know him as Muscle V. You might know him as your king of COD, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, yo.
And our executive producer, the man that shirts have forgotten. He is the Pants Man.
Forget what I say there?
Yeah, it's been a while.
2 months.
It's a while.
I know. I'm saying. I'm emphasizing your point. It's been 2 months. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves, and I welcome you to another edition of Call of Daddy 2. Tonight, Call of Daddy has its own little battle of the brands. We're making mascots sexy again. Hopefully not literally. Before anyone goes backflipping into our hearts. Muscle V, what happened last time?
Last time on COD Daddies, our heroes held another drinking episode months and months ago. Who knows what they talked about? Oh, wait. Of course you know, because you've watched all of our previous episodes. And with that, the heroes continue their kill battle with a score of Muscle V with 43 and Jeeves with 21. Let's listen in to find out what our heroes are up to next.
Don't put the work on the listener. Be like, you listened, you know, you remember.
They literally just finished our last episode. Now they're watching this one. They
you
know
think
what just happened.
Binge smashing it.
Yes, they are.
All right, love it. Well, gentlemen, it has been a while, but it's good to hear from you. How you guys doing?
I've just been patiently waiting, just sitting on this Discord, just waiting for somebody to show up and chat with me.
Well, today's your lucky day, huh?
Yeah, welcome back.
No, not really. I was actually enjoying it more before.
Well, too bad. We're back. Guess what, airwaves? It's happening to all of us. How you been, Muscle V?
I've been good. Busy.
That's good.
Not doing
Frasier.
Frasier.
Busy in a good way? Or busy? That's right. First of all, if anyone is checking this out and wants to check out a Frasier podcast, Reverse Psychology, everywhere podcasts or whatever, Muscle V popped into the studio one day, joined us on the broadcast for some reason, and was as horrible as you'd expect.
Yeah, absolutely no reason. I think
you want to tell people
I was bored that day.
You want to tell people what it's like being on such a dynamic podcast set?
Yeah, if you want to join a podcast set just like that, I expect to hear a lot of phones going off and noises in the background. And
what was that episode?
Yeah, a lot of chaos. Episode. A lot of chaos.
Oh man, I clipped together 5 full minutes of us complaining about Boo Radley and his.
It is an exhausting listen. Do you have the episode number, Pants Man? I know it was a recent one.
I'm exhausted even thinking about it at this point.
That was episode number 21, season 11, episode 4, The Babysitter of Frasier.
Yeah, go check that out if you want to hear just how much Boo can disrupt a set. Oh my God, it was crazy.
By the way, I know we haven't gotten to the drinking part of this yet, but we're all going to drink for referring to people from whatever that podcast is as Boo and Muscle V.
What do you mean? No, they were.
We're not. We don't do that pod. Other people do that podcast. Remember?
Yeah, we do. We help out with the production. I said that.
Okay.
So take a drink for that.
I did.
Drink taken.
Okay. All right. Yeah, speaking of it, we're doing another drinking episode. We hope you want to join us, drink along with us if you're of age and responsible enough. So with that, Pants Man, what are you drinking?
I think everybody on Twitch is of age and responsible enough.
I genuinely do not know the target market for Twitch. I don't know if it's 12-year-olds watching us. I don't know if it's 45-year-olds, 20-year-olds. I have no idea who's tuning in.
I don't either, but I would guess it's mostly kids.
Just because it's the internet, or just because it's called Twitch and that's something that you associate with young kids?
Well, when I was a kid, I twitched a lot. That's true.
You're still pretty twitchy, bud.
I didn't say I stopped. I just said when I was a kid.
This is voice cracks.
Did you hit puberty yet? Are you still
I'm
working
I
on
don't
telling
that?
know.
you, age.
It's funny because Pantsman does the table read for our podcast, and for some reason he's getting worse at it as time progresses.
Oh
You'd
my
think like
god.
we've done all these episodes, he'd be good at it by now. He's gotten way worse at talking for some reason.
Really, truly. I'm drinking a New Glarus, Wisconsin
I'm sorry.
only.
A what?
Who?
It is a brand of beer called New Glarus. It is called Spotted Cow is the name of the
Oh,
actual beer.
people love Spotted Cow.
Love it. It's very good. Employee owned, which is nice. It is exclusively in Wisconsin. I was recently on a trip, which took me out there, and brought back a big old bunch of New Glarus Spotted Cow.
New Glarus sounds like an insult. Like
It
it's
doesn't sound
it's
great.
it's a great beer. It it hits the ear wrong when you hear New Glarus. Spotted Cow, good. Everyone's on board. New Glarus, tough listen. You said it's great. What does it taste like? It's been a while, and I was hammered when I had it.
It's kind of a basic lager, but it's creamier somehow. I don't know how to describe it better than that.
It's a lactosey beer.
I mean, it is a Wisconsin beer, so it's not that surprising.
How much cheese
Yeah.
is in it?
Well, it
Only
depends how
like
long.
40%.
40.
Depends how long it sits.
Oh, you get the super moldy beer.
You scrape the mold off the top.
I was just say, is that how you refer to all cheese? Like, oh, that super moldy block of food.
Well, I only eat blue cheese. The moldier, the better.
Ew. That's the only cheese I don't like.
But you cut out. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said that the only cheese I don't like
No,
is.
no, no. What did Pants or what did Muscle V say?
I said I only
Take a
eat,
take a drink for messing it up.
I
Good
only
man.
eat, I only eat blue cheese. The moldier, the better.
Oh, what? You don't like blue cheese, Pants man?
Absolutely not. It's got a funk to it I just can't take.
I
I
don't know if we delved into your horrible food preferences enough on this show. They're bad. No blue cheese either. Come on, man.
I will say my brother did go to Wisconsin months ago, and I asked him to bring back some blue cheese, and I could not eat it. It was so like pungent. I could not eat it.
The smell kept you away.
The smell, I mean, the taste too, but it was bad.
So say that surprises me. I didn't know you could be daunted in that way in
See,
food.
I think it's probably true that Muscle V also doesn't like blue cheese. Based on that, he just likes ranch and just
No,
assumes it's what blue cheese is.
no, I like blue cheese from the store. I don't like blue cheese from Wisconsin. It's bad.
No, guys, I swear, I like blue cheese. I definitely know what it is. I don't confuse all white sauces. Yeah, I'm not buying it. The more you're talking, you only like store-bought blue cheese. That's a weird stance.
The one I got two different ones from Wisconsin. One was smoked and one was not, and it was not good.
It's kind of like how I only like pizza's fine, but I really only like pizza that is frozen from the store. I don't like that,
The fresh
fresh
ones.
restaurant pizza. Restaurant pizza, gross.
It's literally like restaurant cake. This is a teaser for an episode coming up for reverse psychology. I
That's a deep cut, actually. It's
yeah,
not because we did it yesterday, but it is a deep cut.
so it'll air months from now, but still. I have a weird food thing like that though. I genuinely prefer canned green beans. That
Oh.
like mini cut green bean. I would much rather have that than any other green bean.
Now, are we talking like in a casserole or just
Just
like if
even weirder. I forgot. Even weirder. With my hands, not even with like a utensil, just picking it up with my making it a finger
old?
food. What?
Old?
No, no. It's you can pop the can in the microwave maybe 30 seconds, maybe a
First of
minute
all,
if I'm feeling
please
salty.
don't put the whole can in the microwave.
No, no, no. You empty it in a microwave safe bowl. Yeah, we don't want to give false information. Microwave safe bowl. Maybe probably drain the water. If I'm feeling real salty, you don't even have to do that. And then drain it and yeah, eat it with my hands.
I'm not a big fan of green beans to begin with, but that sounds rancid.
I
Yeah,
realize
sounds
it
awful.
sounds worse. It's for some reason way better. I don't know. I can't explain. I've been doing it since I was a kid, and that's just never. I've adjusted myself in a lot of ways. That one isn't it. I still do it. Did it yesterday.
Does your family not just like didn't buy fresh green beans, so you resorted to the canned ones, or
No, I demand it. We get it from Sam's, and we get like we get a bazillion of them, and
Oh
I
my
love it.
God. I'm trying to think of a weird like kid food thing that I've stuck with, and the only thing that comes to mind, and I did not keep this up. I stopped this at a young age, but when I was very little, I really liked raw hot dog. Not raw. I mean, they were fully cooked, but they were
cooked.
like cold hot dogs. I would just eat them like they were like a Slim Jim.
Oh,
And it
that's
only
weird.
stopped. It stopped when my older brother told me
To
at
stop
like I don't
doing
know
that.
4 or 5. Basically, he said that I was gonna get like worms and parasites, which is not true. They're fully cooked and perfectly safe to eat that way. But he told me I'd get like worms in my stomach, and I have never eaten one since cold.
You're not any more likely to get. You might get worms from hot dogs, but it's not because you cooked it
Not
or
because
didn't
they
cook
weren't
it.
cooked, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You should try it again. See if you see if you still like that flavor profile. You might.
No.
We don't always get better with age. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm drinking it. Pants man, you'll appreciate this. I'm drinking some leftover sherry from our reverse psychology sherry party.
Wow.
Uh, so I'm gonna test you, Muscle V. Do you know what a sherry is?
It's a wine.
Because I'm certain you've never had it before. Yes, it
Yeah.
is a wine. Keep going. Describe more. What you got for me?
Uh, I know you can cook with it.
You probably
True.
should only cook with it.
Oh, see, this is where I disagree. So there's two types of sherry. There's dry and creamy. My wife, Lil Fuse, made me get some the creamy sherry, and I gotta tell you, it's great. Those idiots got dry
Cre-
sherry, or I think Boo got bottom of the barrel, and weirdly, it wasn't a good experience for you guys.
Boo got sherry that was like $12 and like went out of his way to get the cheapest one they had.
when you say creamy sherry, like was it like a
That's how they
It
brand
sauce?
was
it.
Like
40% cheese. He had to scrape
Yeah,
the mold off.
I don't know, you gotta do
yeah.
some work for that then. There should be a
No,
discount.
no. We paid. I bought the top of the line one, which I could only find two creamy sherries, and this was the more expensive of the two, and it's great. You slice a little orange peel in there. I don't have an orange. You slice a little cutie in there, and then you're on your way. It's great.
Do you like do you
Cutie.
replace it like does that replace gravy? Like you put on mashed potatoes and stuff?
No, no, straight to mouth. This is just a drink.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll cook up some mashed potato. We'll see, but
It's supposed to
I don't
be
think so.
for cooking, so
That's a cooking sherry. It's not all sherry.
but you
It's
said it's
like there's
creamy.
cooking wine and there's wine. Yeah, I don't know exactly why they describe it that way. I'll be honest. It's not there's not a huge cream taste coming across. I'm not
Could,
like,
it could be a
milk.
healthy alternative to gravy though. Look into
It
that.
could be uh, you think just as much wine as you consume gravy is a healthier alternative? I don't know.
No, but it's
That's an
like
interesting pick'em.
it's creamy, so it probably looks like gravy, just a little what? It's probably like
Yeah,
purplish
yeah,
color.
the
Yeah, it's
question is
just a little different color.
per fluid ounce, which one is a healthier move? I don't know if it's gravy versus wine.
Plus, you get a little tipsy with it too. I mean, there's dual benefits.
Again, I'm already making the mash. We're gonna try it later. I'll report back to you. I just don't think I'm gonna do it based on the health merits of it.
Can you please count calories with it though?
I've always count calories. I don't know how to count calories, but I do a rough approximation of them.
All right, perfect.
All right, before we go violating any more of them, Patsmick, you hit us with some rules tonight. We need to know how to drink all our creamed goods as quickly as possible.
I mean, I'm almost done with my first one. Uh, we're we're gonna be drinking every time y'all get a kill, or fail to get a kill in an entire round. We're gonna drink if we screw up any personal information.
Wait, we gotta check that. Did we get any kills last round? Because I did not.
You definitely got some kills. I got some kills too, but I forgot about it.
Uh, what? What do you mean? I didn't get any kills. I definitely did not get any kills.
This is resurgence, so you always come back. There's no way you didn't get a. There's no way you only
I killed
died and didn't get any kills.
killed zero people.
Wow, that is pathetic.
You're
He
also
spent
supposed to be
most of
checking this
he's
every round.
He spent most of the round just cowering in a corner.
No, I was cooking up green beans.
The final rule is that if
I don't know. You only said 2.
yeah, we're down to the last one.
Oh, late night.
If you call out that we have to drink, then we also have to drink too.
Oh, okay. No, this isn't like a never-ending thing, though, right? It's like I can recall out for that, or is it just like an
Yeah,
endless
yeah.
loop of drinks?
You can basically, if one person calls that a drink must be drunk, then we can all continue to yell drink until we
Oh, I see.
stop.
I see. Till we're dead. Okay, that that seems reasonable. You left out. You kind of said it earlier. You said it in the rules section.
No, I did
I
say
could
it. You weren't listening. You'll hear it
That
back.
doesn't. That doesn't count then.
Oh, one more rule. If you're not listening, you have to shotgun a beer.
Oh, I'm drinking sherry. What's the equivalent to that?
I think a thimbleful.
I don't know what a thimble is. That piece on the Monopoly board?
I don't know if it's my internet or the stream, but there is some weird pixelization happening on this feed right now, you guys.
Is that
Looks
your end, Muscle V?
looks
You
fine on my
you in the
end.
Matrix?
Nope, looks fine
Okay.
on my end.
Could just be me. It's better now. Anyway,
Did you take LSD before getting on here? Maybe that's the problem.
sure. Oh, yeah, but I always do.
I took a thimble.
Well, to be fair, there's usually visual problems.
That is
It's
fair.
true.
That is fair.
All right, we're gonna talk. Obviously, we've come back during the start of the football season, so we're gonna do a lot of sports talk tonight. Pants Man's favorite. Um,
Gonna nap over here.
No, that's why we're gonna check in with you
Oh
first,
no!
though. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just find out what he has to say, and then we'll move on. It'll be okay.
I almost got a kill. I downed a guy.
Oh,
It was not okay. No, I said
I see.
almost.
Let me try to kill this guy real quick. The Pants Man, I want to just give you the floor. Just open agenda. Get out like your best political stance or whatever you want to say before we do a lot of sports talk. A lot of very important, crucial sports talk.
I'm just I only have one thing to say, and it's that I'm very disappointed that nobody took advantage of the drink rule where I yelled drink and nobody else doubled it or tripled it. Very disappointing.
Oh,
We
I
haven't
didn't,
had
I
it.
didn't hear you.
We haven't had
I
a
yelled
drink
drink.
opportunity. We haven't had. When did you yell drink?
He just said he got a kill, so I
No,
said drink.
I said I
He
almost
said he
got a
didn't
kill.
get a kill.
Yeah, almost.
Drink for not paying attention.
Yeah, drink.
I do that anyway.
Okay,
Yeah,
is that what you want to use your time for? You have time to like give any stance you feel like unabated. Muscle V won't even be paying attention. I'll only give you like half attention. You can say whatever you want.
Probably a third.
I think that Havarti cheese is underrated.
Oh my god.
What a mundane stance. This.
Are you being serious right now?
I honestly don't know if you're making a joke or not because it's you. Because it's you.
I mean, I do think it's underrated. It's a good cheese. Nobody ever talks about it.
Is it that good? Like it's a cheese that's there. Is it a good cheese?
It's not a bad cheese.
I would say it's worse than your average cheese.
See, underrated.
When's the last time you ate it?
Me or Pants Man?
Pants Man, I guess. He made the statement, right? He made the statement. So
why were you so begrudging? If you knew who you were asking the question to, why were you so mad you had to? What do you mean? You guess?
I don't know.
Yeah, answer the question, Pants Man. Come on, snappier. We can't edit this. You have to be snappier.
Drink.
Drink.
Drag. Okay. Well, I gave you a chance. So the rest of the way, we're doing sports talk.
That's fine.
All right. So again, this is we've come back at the start of the football season. Last week was week 1. Which means all of the serious and non-serious sports fans are back at their TVs. They're enjoying their time, uh, watching their favorite sports heroes and villains do their thing. So, from one of the things I was thinking about today is that why aren't mascots a bigger thing? Why don't we see them everywhere? We we only see them in the sports arenas, and even then, it's like half of them. So I thought I'd check with you guys first. So let's start with you, Pants Man. Are you a mascot guy?
Okay, first of all, if I had not done some research for this episode, I would have agreed with you that why don't we get mascots in other arenas? But when I Googled it, I'm sorry, when I Jeeved it, uh,
Thank you. It's been a while. I know. I'll give you that one. We'll let it slide.
what I discovered is there are mascots for a million things. Like Tony the Tiger and every other cereal
No,
box
okay.
is a
So
mascot.
I want to get this out of the way. When I'm talking mascot, I am talking about there's a man in a suit, maybe a woman in a suit, and they're like it's
You
basically
said
like
that so like with such disdain, like ugh, if they must.
no. I was just saying I want to just cover the PC bit. I don't care who the fuck's in the suit. I'm just saying there's a human in this suit, and they're doing
And
wacky
animals.
antics.
Are you anti-tigers
No,
though?
no, know that. What do you mean, and animals?
Well, I mean,
There's not
you
a
could just
you're not putting a cat in a mascot suit and they're doing like flips and tricks.
first of all, lots of collegiate sports teams do have an actual like goat or pig or whatever as their mascot.
And
I
that's again,
assume. I don't actually know if that's true.
I do. I mean, that is a thing in some places. And I want to make it clear that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about human inside of a giant Muppet. It's really hard to actually categorize what I mean
You're
because you're
basically
right.
saying sports games and like Disney, basically.
Yeah, like Disney Park. Yeah, right. Exactly. Those are pretty much the two places you're going to see this.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um,
agree. I agree. You're right.
Because yeah, of course, every cereal box. Also, for some reason, every cereal box has to have a mascot, which is a weird thing we've landed on there.
Gotta kill,
Take a drink.
Drink. Double drink.
drink.
Yep. Okay. All right. Breathe, both of you. Um. Yeah. Once you're done gasping for air,
You
now that we've
said
established,
breathe.
now that we've, no, breathe well. Sorry, breathe well. Now that we've established which kind of mascot we're talking about, are you a mascot guy or are you out on the mascots? Pants man, that question's still to you, bud.
Uh, why am I getting all the questions?
Well, you never
It was
answered
the
the
same
question.
question.
You went on a tangent about how there's so many mascots in the world, and I had to reestablish the baseline.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
It's not that
guess.
interesting. What was the question?
Do you like mascots? You
Now,
son of a bitch.
can we spend just a couple of minutes defining what a mascot is?
We can go back and check out 2 minutes ago.
I remember not only really
Don't we
enjoying
have? I'm sorry.
mascots.
Don't we have to drink if someone doesn't pay attention?
Sure, drink,
I think it's a
double
rule.
There
drink.
you go.
Drink.
All right. So do you enjoy mascots or don't?
So going back to my childhood, I remember really enjoying the idea, like going to a baseball game, and like the food was number one thing I cared about. Number two thing was, oh, there's like a cool mascot. I really liked the idea of a mascot, and at one point in my young life, I want to say I aspired to be one. Like the idea of
Oh
getting
my
dressed
God.
up.
No way.
I'm not even making this up. At one point, the idea of dressing up in a costume and being like a goofy thing that runs around like that appealed to me.
Which
I would.
which
I
mascot?
would. I was gonna say I would say you're doing this as a bit, but like we've seen your Halloween costumes. You get into Halloween.
Yeah, for sure. No, I did not a bit.
There's
I
definitely
honestly,
there's definitely some of that there.
until we started talking about this just now, like I did not remember this until just now. But yes, that is the thing I remember. I do remember feeling was like an idea that I wanted to be a mascot. And in fact, in high school, Okay. Uh,
You
not
were
to
a,
give away
you
too
were a
much.
mascot.
I was not. I was not a mascot because I did not participate in things. But when I was in high
But if
school,
I were, I would have killed it.
I
well,
think
there was. So we were the Orangemen, which I now understand has a very weird historical meaning.
It's
But
this weird that's a weird one where it's either you either think it's super lame or you think it's crazy as fuck that someone would pick that as a mascot. Like those are the
well,
two choices you have.
as an adult, I understand that it's crazy as fuck you'd pick that as a mascot. But as a
Yeah.
kid, like in high school, like we didn't understand the historical context. And our literal mascot was a guy who I think it was just a kid who, like me, just had an affinity for the idea of being a mascot. Because somewhere around sophomore year, they started doing it. It was not something they always did. But
Oh,
he got dressed
weird.
in one of those, those like M&M costumes?
Hmm.
He got an orange one
Yeah.
and just ran around in that.
Which again,
Um,
if you don't know the orange, but that's what you kind of default to in your brain. So makes
Yeah, we had a
sense.
we had a big picture in the gym of just like the Incredible Hulk, but orange.
Yeah, it's one of those weird. It's a lame. It never hits right.
It doesn't. It's like what the hell is an orange man? Like that's not a thing. But it
Yeah.
turns out it is a thing, and it's a dark history we don't need to get into. But yeah, I at one point was
Yeah.
like, should I be the guy in the M&M costume? Should I sign up for that? And I genuinely thought about it. Didn't do it, but I did think about it.
Oh
But yeah,
my
I
God,
liked.
your poor childhood pants man didn't get his real shot.
It's fine. I
What
don't.
was it?
I
Was it a
have
guy?
many
Was it a
regrets in
guy
my
in your
life.
grade?
Not doing that is not a regret.
You said that. This sounds like dug up trauma. Is this is this a was this a guy in your grade?
No, I think he was a year or two above me.
Okay, so you probably wouldn't have got the part anyway then. So we're fine. It's a good thing you didn't try to live your dreams.
Well, no, because he graduated, and then the next year somebody took over. Like
They're like
it
anyone.
became a thing.
Could anyone please take over this Orangeman costume? And you're like, "Ah, if only I had the courage. And then,
I
you
did
know.
not. For the record, it absolutely was a lack of courage. That is what stopped me from doing most of the things I didn't do.
I mean, that's probably the thing that stops most people, but at least yours is just a direct tie into your dreams as a child.
Yeah.
So, okay, so after all the trauma, like, do you like mascots now? Or are you just like, fuck those guys? They're all
I mean,
posers.
no, I mean the thing is, like, they're. I think as an adult you realize it's very little kid centric, and so they're not for. I'm not the audience anymore. Like I'm not. It's not for me. So I have nothing against them. I'm not like, but like I don't get any personal joy or appreciation from seeing or interacting with a mascot. No.
Well, and at the risk of spoiling later, do you think that there is room for adult mascots, or do you think that just the nature of it should be for children?
I think it's just for children. I mean, I was recently at a Disney park and we went to like the restaurant that's like got all the Winnie the Pooh like characters. And while we were eating, different Pooh characters would like come to the table, and everybody in the restaurant, adult or not, was like super stoked to get their picture with Tigger and like really into the idea. And when when the things when what do you call the mascots came to the table, they're like trying to like the minder is with them, and she's like, "Do you guys want to like have a picture with him, or do you want to like meet him?" And we all just kind of looked at each other like, "No," and like one person did like a pity picture with the mascot
Was that
because
what was
the
that
rest of
you?
us were just like, no, it wasn't. Like it was one of the people in our group was just like, I'll do a picture, I guess. The rest of us are just like, no, I'm trying to eat this really bad roast beef that's going to give me diarrhea later.
Quick question: Is Muscle V is Pants Man cutting out, or is that on my end?
It's on your end. You were cutting out a little bit for me though.
Okay.
I can hear
Well,
everything.
all right. Cool. Um, I think that's like a bottom tier place though to run into like, do you think I'm not asking is it for kids? Is there a space for an adult mascot, or is There's
Just
no
what
reward.
that would be. I don't know what.
I tell you that it certainly wouldn't be what I'm eating. That would be the last place I would
No,
want to mess.
no.
Like that's the worst case scenario as far as I can tell.
Got a kill, got another kill.
Drink, drink,
Drink,
drink.
drink.
Drink, triple drink.
Yep. All right. So how about you, Muscle V? You mascot guy?
Not really. I really don't care for the mascots.
Now, is that because you're
I,
an adult, or because you've always been an adult,
a curmudgeon.
a
I've
Soviet?
never cared for the mascot. They can suck it.
Nobody's surprised.
Did they? Well, we have to now check. Did they have mascots in the Soviet Union? That doesn't really sound like a Soviet thing, does it?
Well, when you're in line to get your borscht, of course they have the borscht mascot.
Pantsman, have you ever had borscht?
I haven't.
It's like beet stew. It's surprisingly good though.
I don't love beets. Is the thing.
No one does.
I don't
but
either.
Somehow they make it work.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm having I feel like young Muscle V would like a mascot, but I don't know. Like I think maybe this is just a foreign thing. I don't know.
I don't know. He might like.
I kind of think that Muscle V would be hyped to see one right now.
I
Like
think
in this-
if he was a kid, and he saw like somebody dressed up as Woody from Toy Story, I think he'd be excited because he was he was really into cowboys. I remember from a picture I saw of him.
Was it the one from a week ago?
What? The fuck?
No,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
man, you're so far behind on the news. Yeah, that was a good. I was gonna yes and you, but that's just a good joke. We'll post that picture soon to our social medias. We'll get social media and then post it there. Okay. I was thinking about this. I don't even know if I liked mascots as a kid, but love a mascot race.
Oh, okay.
You get four creatures trying to cross a finish line. I'm there for it every time.
Now, see that I can get behind because me personally, there's no scenario I can envision in which I'm enjoying interacting with a strange man paid very little
Or a
to
woman.
dress up in a hot suit, or a woman,
no,
or an animal.
Or no disgruntled woman. Again, we're not putting animals in suits. It's just not happening.
So like I can't imagine an interaction with a thing in a person in a suit like that would be like fun and engaging for me. But I can envision making them compete in things that would be very fun.
100% agree. I'm never gonna need to hug. I don't know. Again, a giant stuffed animal. Hard to really categorize these things. Don't need to high five them even. But yeah, there's other uses. We don't just have to do the kid thing with them.
I'm confident that the ketchup, mustard, onion races at baseball games, I don't know if every stadium does that or just the ones I've been to, but I'm confident those are rigged. That those are
for sure.
What?
That like wrestling.
What are you trying to break news tonight?
No, but I'm saying that it is the closest I've gotten to understanding the appeal of wrestling because I get super invested in Onion winning, even though it's pointless. And I know the outcome is predetermined, but I still want to see it win.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of space for mascots. We just need to explore those spaces as adults, which is why I've tasked you guys with creating new mascots for us.
So, by the way, if I had in my head the race them idea, my entire idea for what my mascot's going to be would be very different.
Well, you got time. You got time. You can pitch us one later.
No.
All right. So anyway, I have tasked you guys with creating the perfect mascot. I didn't specify for adults. I would love for that to be where your head's at because I'm an adult. There's already mascots for kids, but we'll see what you guys.
First of all, that is tenuous at best.
That there's mascots for kids or that I'm an adult.
That you're an adult.
Okay, fair. Respect. Which might be why we're doing a game around mascots. So fair enough. Anyway, I believe I am our current champion because we've yet to have a voting thing in a while. But 2-month reign, it's been incredible. So with that, I am going to have Pantsman go first. I'm going to get a new pen, and then I'm going to have Pantsman go first, Muscle V second. I'm going to bring up the rear. We're not going to do snake order, so Pantsman, you're going to start us off every time. It's going to be very exciting. First thing, the only rule is that this cannot be a sports-related mascot, and as previously established, this has to be a human inside of the mascot. It can't be. I don't want Tony the Tiger tonight. I want people controlling this thing.
Damn, you just stole. You said you stole mine. That was rude.
You were going to do Tony the Tiger?
I mean, I changed his name to Antonio the Tiger.
I think that still is a little too close for copyright. You might want to be like Antonio the leopard or something.
The striped cat.
Antonio the Tigger.
The Tigger.
Oh, we know Disney's not going to be litigious.
Yeah, they'll love that. Well, maybe we'll hear about Antonio the cat later, but for now we're gonna have to trudge onwards. So, Pantsman, the first thing I want to know is what is your character's name?
Moonshot.
I'm sorry, Moonshot.
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 Like got a pistol, bang bang, hit the moon.
That's not really the intention, but yes, Moonshot.
But is there a space? Is this 2 words, 1 word? What am I looking at? What am I dealing with here?
Moon, like the thing in the sky that controls the oceans.
No. I got the spelling. Is it 1 word or 2 words?
2 words.
Okay. Moonshot. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. Fucking love it.
Of course you do. It's a great name.
You are batting 1,000 right now. We can only go down from here. I don't even have questions for you. Muscle V, you got questions for him?
I don't.
I got a question for you. What's your guys' name?
So, for my mascot, obviously, we're going to revolutionize the mascot industry. It's going to be the most advanced.
Give us a name.
It's going to be the most advanced mascot ever created. It's the eye mascot.
What?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
I 100% thought this was going to be like a Muscle V mascot. So this is great. Oh,
we should have done that.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with what we're doing. Got to just quick check. This is lowercase I, capital M, mascot. 1 word?
Yeah. The standard,
All right, cool. Pantsman, any questions there? Pretty cut and dry.
I think we all know where this is going, and no questions. Just a name,
fully.
Right?
Just the name. Yeah, we'll get into the rest in a second. Okay, and I'm going to present to you guys the Mega Velociraptor.
Too long. What are you doing? That's not a name.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's his name.
You're expecting
Say it again.
The Mega Velociraptor.
You're expecting kids to say that? It's gonna be tough.
No, they'll be fine.
Is it the Mega Velociraptor, or is the full name is not 4 words? The name is the Mega Velociraptor.
It's 3 words. The Mega Velociraptor.
3 words.
Velociraptor's 1 word.
What?
I don't know if you guys realize that.
Okay.
It's a lot of words, man.
It's too long.
No, it's fine.
It's also, you said this is for kids?
Yeah, no, I didn't say that.
I thought you did.
No, I asked him how are kids going to pronounce that.
Okay.
And I said they'll be fine. I said it'll be a fine situation for the kids. All right. Well, anyway, Pantsman, I do want you to describe your mascot for me a little bit. I want you to describe Moonshot. I've got some ideas. I don't think they're going to be what you're doing, though. I don't have honest to God, I don't have a clue what you're going to do. The name has captivated me. I'm wowed. I don't know what's about to happen next, though.
All right. Moonshot is a
Wait, time
very
out. Time
friend.
out. Muscovy had he had a chance to land on my helicopter, and for some reason he abated.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
First
to
of all,
the challenge.
first of all, first of all, land. You can't land on a
He
helicopter. You
he
just get
almost la-
shredded.
he almost landed on my
Oh
helicopter.
shit! There's a million
He did
people
not.
here.
He chose not to land on my helicopter like an asshole. All right. Anyway, tell me about Moonshot.
Moonshot is a very friendly wolf that is
Oh.
fluffy and cute for the kids, but also malicious and terrifying to environmentalists who get in his way.
Oh. Okay. Obviously, I was out on friendly to children, but malicious to I don't even know how to spell malicious. Malicious to environmentalists.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got some delightful blue fur, a big old smile with
That's
bigger
really what it is.
teeth,
Blue fur, big
and
teeth.
on his back is a Captain America style shield that looks like the moon.
Oh my goodness. Okay. A lot going on here.
I thought mascots are supposed to be like loved by everyone. Like
No one said that. No one said that had to be a requirement.
it's not a requirement, but like I think like it's a
In
standard,
fact,
right?
in fact, I would argue that usually the mascot is hated by half the people watching the game. Typically.
Well, sort of. I mean, I wouldn't say half because I would say more than half of the people watching the game live where the mascot actually is
Didn't say
performing
live.
for.
Didn't specify live.
Right, but you're not really are you I don't watch a lot of sports. Spoiler alert. But uh are you saying that a big part of the TV watching experience involves the mascot? I thought that was mostly when you're at the stadium.
I'm not saying that the hot cam is on the mascot. I'm not saying that they almost ever show up, but they could show up. And if they did, as the opposing team, we would hate it.
Right, but the point is the audience or the mascot are the people in the stadium. So
Sure.
most of them are home team people most of the time.
First off, you can't tell me somebody hates Antonio the Tigger.
Well, you didn't even bring Antonio the Tigger up. I mean, you had an opportunity to make him your
No,
mascot, but you went with the eye patch. So
I know I don't want
I
to be
think
I don't want to be copyrighted or anything, infringement or whatever. Like
we're gonna talk Antonio later because I got some beef with him. But for now, we have to check out Pants Man's guy. So you got a lot happening here. Can I ask? Uh, is this is there some inspo for this guy? Like I'm having a little hard time picturing him, to be honest.
I think it will tie together when you know
Okay.
who he is a mascot for.
Okay.
But bullet points: wolf,
Got the bullet
friendly to
points.
kids, nasty to environmentalists.
Started out rough. It got better as you kind of went down the line.
Yeah.
yeah,
What do
okay.
you got questions there, Muscle V? You good there?
um, no, I'm good.
Okay. So what? Tell me about iMascot then. Describe him for me a little bit.
I'm mascot. Clearly the everyday large apple costume wearing mascot.
I'm sorry. What?
It's an apple. He's
The
wearing an apple costume.
the fact that you started with every day is a really confusing start.
You don't walk around seeing apple costumes out there. That's right, you don't because it's the eye mascot.
So
Um,
confused. So is it an everyday costume or not?
it's a costume that he wears to promote this product.
Wait. Sorry. What is the costume again?
It's an
It's
apple.
an everyday Apple
It's an apple
mascot
costume.
costume.
It's an apple costume.
When you say, well, okay, but are you talking about the company Apple, or are you saying it is an actual like Apple, like a Granny Smith or a Red
It's
Delicious?
the company Apple mascot costume. Like the Apple logo
Got it. Got it.
is the
Where's
costume. He's
where?
he hold on, I'm not done
I,
yet.
I, I was like, okay. Thank you.
He's wearing an Apple Watch on his arm.
Okay.
He's got the Apple Vision Pro goggles on.
I'm not writing any of this down.
He's waving around a large iPad. He's got the HomePod in the background blasting music.
So I've got some beef here.
Don't.
It's too late. The beef's out. It's on the table. Describe the head for me.
Have you seen an Apple logo? It's like that little leaf thingy. They make that into the head.
Oh, okay, I'm back on board. Um,
That
I
brought you
don't
back.
get. Well, I was worried that it was just going to be like a human sticking out of an apple, and that's no good. That's
No,
not a
no,
mascot.
no. There's the only visibility is like, I mean, I don't know how to get the
That's a
arms.
limited
Uh,
viz is an important part of
yeah,
a mascot
obviously,
costume,
obviously. You gotta
and
show off
not
the
I.
Apple Watch though, so you gotta have like the watch on the arm.
So so there's a leaf with the Apple eye goggles or whatever the fuck they're called,
Yeah, the Vision
but on
Pro.
top. So not only is his vision already impaired, you then is it like a mascotty thing or is it the actual product on his
Oh,
head?
it's actual product.
Okay,
So
I'm a little confused. Some mascots are like a full body thing where it's like you're a furry animal and you're like fully head to toe replaced with this costume. But some are
mhm.
like you dress up as a princess and it's just a woman dressed in prince. I'm trying to picture the eye mascot. Is it a guy wearing a bunch of Apple stuff, or is it like a full blown Apple lumbering around with Apple products taped to it? Like, what are
It's
we talking
it's
about?
we're
it's a
we're not we're not tolerating the humanoid. Like you have to be covered in at least a thin layer of fur for the whole thing, or whatever,
yeah,
like that felt material.
yeah.
A furry Apple, I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, whatever that material is that mascot's made out of, you have to. No skin can be showing. Which again, like really, the fact that you've now got like a leaf with goggles on it is actually incredible.
Yep,
I'm
thank
all
you.
in. So this guy can't see anything. Poor
Well, I
guy.
mean, he's sitting there watching a movie because the new Vision goggles or
I'm.
What?
whatever they're called. Yeah, it's like that spatial. It's called the spatial whatever it's called. Like you can like watch a movie on like Netflix and shit. So he's like dancing around the street or whatever, like watching a movie
Yeah,
on
but he
Netflix.
can't see the street though.
No, I mean he's busy watching Netflix and chilling.
He's busy watching Netflix and chilling. I got a
Yeah.
kill, my first one of the night.
No, that's not a
Drink.
kill. That was the
Wait,
that was the loading round. We're just
no,
we
no,
were
we're out of the
loading, weren't
loading
we?
round. No,
Oh,
what? Look around you. We're not loading.
oh, I thought we were loading.
What?
No, never mind.
We're in the game, man. Wake
Uh,
up.
all right. Sorry,
I
I was enthusiastic about my apple.
I know you're enthralled with the world you're creating over here, but we're also playing this game, and I got a kill. So take a fucking drink,
Double drink.
Drink.
double drink. Okay, I think I've got the gist. You got questions there, Pants?
No, I can't really picture it, but I'm ready to hear
Why
about
I do
Devin
want
the Velocipede.
I want to make sure that the color scheme's there. Is it you're like a red apple or is it like the
It's
apple
it's
white
it's
All
apple.
apple?
white.
It's apple white. Have to be.
And one's the leaf also white?
Yeah.
It would have to be.
And then what
Yeah.
are the limbs? What's happening in the limb world? Because those aren't part of the logo normally.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Like
Also white?
a
Just also like that chromy white?
it's got to blend in,
Can
right?
I?
You got time for a
No.
splash of color right there. You could really do something. You could pop.
I think you shouldn't have limbs because an apple doesn't have limbs. I think that you should be running this thing on a Segway. Like you're just like
Yes.
moving around on a
That's the
Segway.
right color. Yes, that's
So
great.
so the guy's Netflix. He's like watching Netflix and segwaying around town.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking disaster
By the
either
way,
way. You
by the
you
way,
might as well put wheels on him.
your entire branding is way off if you got him watching Netflix. He's watching Apple TV.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. Apple TV.
No, I already wrote Netflix.
They did it.
It's
Okay.
too important for the
I
character.
will say. I just want.
Tim Cooks presents the new mascot, and the first thing he says is, "Look, we know Apple TV is a little anemic. He's got Netflix, okay?"
He
No,
already finished Ted Lasso. What do you want from him?
no. I just watched the keynote of this thing, and they literally showed them like sitting there watching Netflix on this thing. So that's why I said
That's really
Netflix. But yeah,
really funny.
you're right. They should have used Apple TV.
That's hilarious, actually.
They know. They know.
All right, Devin the Velocipede. What's he about?
So what I really want you to picture is really like wings. He's mostly wings.
Wings.
He's a velociraptor. Oh, that's not what a velociraptor is. Shit. Shit.
But so he's mostly wings. Keep going.
Oh, this oh, this is gonna be terribly confusing.
Yeah, oh my god. I was kind of into Demon because he was a velociraptor. Like, who doesn't love a dinosaur? But you were thinking of a bird is hilarious.
I was thinking of a pterodactyl, and yeah, I mean, I already wrote it down, so we're gonna keep on with it. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a tough look for me and my dinosaur knowledge. All right, I got to go back study the Jurassic World movies. But anyway, it's think wings. The wings of this mascot are about twice as long as the rest of the mascot, and
Which is presumably a velociraptor.
it's a pterodactyl.
It'd be great. It'd be great. So, like,
Look at
famously in those movies, like the velociraptors are these big, like, taller than human monsters. But
yeah.
like the actual real world velociraptors that existed were like the size of chickens. So it'd be great if you had like the wingspan of a giant pterodactyl, but the body of just a regular chicken sized
That's
velociraptor.
so that is close to what we're going for. Like this is the real cartoonishness of this character is the wings and eventually the name, but still at the moment it's the wing. Like it's gonna be like so much bigger than the humanoid that is operating this thing.
So it's
He's
a
gonna be
normal sized human with giant ass wings that are not human
yes,
proportioned. How are they
yes.
held up? How you? What's the?
They're,
Let's get into the
they're
structure here.
it's a lot of foam. There are at times the structural integrity fails. There's sometimes droopage, but for
Foam
the most
seems
part,
like a heavy material to use for giant wings.
what do what do you got lighter weight? What should I be doing?
Just like
I think
cloth.
titanium.
No, it's got to stay upright. How would cloth work?
Well,
Oh,
like a
sorry.
mesh with with a frame.
Okay, so you're just talking like a wireframe.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. He's a mascot. He's gonna run into people. Like he's gonna
How's
we.
he gonna walk through doors if he's got a
It's
giant
gonna be
wingspan?
it's gonna be fucking hilarious. He's
Is
gonna
it?
struggle. Are you kidding? There's gonna be people making TikToks watching this guy try to get in and out of a door. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, but then when he tears open the stomach of some innocent child.
That's why it's foam. It's like just getting hit with a pool noodle. It's fine. It's like hilarious. Yeah, not a problem at all.
I
How
don't.
how high does this guy fly?
Well, he's a human with with
With
foam
wings?
wings.
Yeah.
So
You can't introduce wings that big and not have it fly. You at least need it to be on a wire scheme somewhere where it's just like being flown around on wires.
flies 0% of the time. 0% is he flying, and it's
Oh
not
my
because
god.
Zero
his name.
We
zero.
just gave you we just gave you the easiest way to add points to your total and you just
Yep,
said no thank you.
that's correct. I'm taking a hard pass.
It's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I'm,
that
I'm
that
very for how well this is going. I'm very confident it will.
that 2 month win streak is in jeopardy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You
I
guys have
love
been
your
sarcastic
longest
before.
and strongest win streak is just due to lack of episodes.
Not my fault. I didn't schedule it that way, and it's just how the cookies crumbled, and the cookies crumbled great. It's been lovely.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, all right. Now, what I really want to hear, I want to get to know what we're branding. So, Pants Man, you can pick a store, you can pick a whole brand, you can pick a whole entire business market. Tell me what Moonshot is a mascot for. Just get me as specific as you can, but I want to know what we're doing.
Monsanto.
Oh,
Who?
It's
that's
that
an
evil.
interesting.
It's that
The
evil
guys
like
that the guys that
company that
spray, they basically
say
give that. You go.
they're like a chemical company. They invent all kinds of horrible chemicals for things like
They're aren't they a fruit company?
no.
I mean, they
You-
definitely have all. They
You're
definitely
thinking of
invented all the
Chiquita.
pesticides. Yeah, I am definitely thinking of Chiquita. Are they not the? Are they different?
They do. You're right. They do the pesticide. They do a ton of pesticides. They sell the like Miracle Grow shit. I think that like they basically sell you. Basically, they're famous for selling farmer seeds that are marked. They have new seeds every year, and they also sell them the very specific chemicals that make the seeds like grow and not get eaten by other animals. So that is like their more
They're also
modern
they're
version.
also they're also very famous for Agent Orange.
I was gonna say they've also done a lot of like weapon chemicals.
Yes, weapon chemicals.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is obviously not the best PR in the universe. So this is really gonna help them turn that around.
Yeah,
Get the people on their side. And if they can't get them on their side,
get the children on their side.
murder the
Oh,
yeah, get rid of those environmentalists. Really scare them off. Like get rid of those people that don't like them.
yeah, that makes
But
sense.
invite the children who will think it's cute.
I mean, it's a strategy that's worked in the past.
So there you go. That makes sense, right? Moonshot.
Yeah, actually,
what's the significance of the blue? Is that like their color scheme or something? Or
good question. Good
Oh,
question.
that is a great question. I suppose I could have looked up like the Monsanto logo and found out like what their color is. To be honest with you, I just thought it was a pleasing color that kids would like.
okay.
Well, then I do have to. Still, I want to go. Like, where did you draw the inspiration for this wolf? Then you just like, oh, blue wolves are dope.
I asked GPT to give me a anagram for Monsanto, and
Oh,
it spat out something that was not exactly spelled moonshot, but
the
basically, if you were to
lack of
pronounce
H.
what it wrote, it would basically sound like moonshot, and I was like, that is where we're going.
I still don't get where the blue came from.
Yeah, it makes
Again,
makes no
that was the
sense.
only choice I made. Everything
Yeah,
else was
but
just
that's
asking
what. Yeah, yeah,
ChatGPT to give me ideas.
and that's fair. But where were like, why did you think blue for wolf? Like, what? Just you just like that color, or did you blue wolf pop in your head?
I think I was thinking of like a blue moon, probably.
Okay, I was gonna say how real is Moonshot? And it seems like not that real right now. Seems like an AI figment. Is the okay like a blue moon? All right, love it. Other than I must have you really called out your big weakness. Don't love the blue.
That's
I'm
a problem.
shocked. That is the
That's
thing that we're focusing on. It's a
only
color.
problem. It is
What
the
what
only problem.
is there a color I could have said that you wouldn't have questioned?
I just think it's that you didn't have a reason in mind for the color that annoys me.
I think it
I,
just blue feels like the general like vibe, like the color you have like in moonlight. It's kind of a blue tinge, and you think about like a color that almost everybody either loves or likes. Like almost nobody hates the color blue. Like it is one of the most popular colors. So like
I
it's
think
it's very broad appeal.
I if this was the first thing you said when we asked why blue, I wouldn't have loved it, but I'd have been okay with it. This is like watching a guy try like his second or third attempt at the dunk contest. It's like that the dunk's worn off. I'm less impressed. You should have had this ready to go when we first asked you. Must have been way to take him out by the knees. Good
Yep.
work.
Big mistake on Pantsman's part.
Big
Moonshot, can
pants
you
man
can you go
mistake.
take care of Muscle V for me?
What
Yeah. All
he
right. I'll give you
if
the
he's
address. Don't you worry.
if he's only going for the environmentalist, no concern there. Must be doesn't give a fuck about me.
I don't even know who they are. I don't care.
He's got like a chip in his brain that like can't murder humans unless they're an environmentalist.
I got news for you. Muscle be ain't your target. He hates nature. All right, Muscle B. What do you got for me? What's tell me about mascots. What brand is he for? I got a guess. I don't think it's correct.
I think it's very obvious. I mean, the dude's wearing almost every single Apple product that he can wear. And I mean, this company created the smartphone, so
Listen, man, I've met a lot of guys that only have Apple products that aren't getting paid by Apple one bit.
well,
He wouldn't be the first.
I mean, the good news is the company is BlackBerry.
Oh, love that.
Nice. Good punch up.
Yep.
Shockingly good joke from you, bud. Do you know what a blackberry is? Sad one.
Delicious. Another wonderful fruit.
That is odd. That is an odd connection between the two, isn't it?
I know you can send emails on it.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I assume it had made it to the Soviet Union before you came over, so I assume you've never seen one. It definitely wasn't popular when we were in college.
First of all, the BlackBerry didn't exist anywhere during the Soviet Union's run, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not in Soviet Russia.
We had to trade like 10 bowls of borscht for it, and we couldn't afford 10 bowls of borscht, so.
It's a lot of borscht, man. A lot of beets.
That's what I'm saying.
In Soviet Russia, blackberries you.
Okay. Any questions here, Pants Man? I think it's pretty cut and dry. Makes sense.
I'm very pleased with how this round went down. No, I have no qualms.
Yeah. Well, you're about to.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
We can fix that right now.
Demogorgon the pterodactyl. What's he doing?
Well, I think this is obvious. He's a mascot for the DMV.
What?
He's a mascot for the DMV.
For all the flying cars that they have.
Well, he doesn't fly. I'll reiterate that as many times as is needed.
So why is it a pterodactyl again?
Because that's the V in DMV.
And what is he? How is he helping the DMV? What is he doing for them?
Well, I'll get into that in the last round, but the biggest thing is he's bringing cheer to the people, the miserable people that have to stop into the DMV and the workers. Like he is the entertainment for the world's most boring place on earth.
First of all, I think we are experiencing the world's most boring place on earth right now.
What? You mean the fact that I'm trying to fix the DMV is boring to you?
Make it more fun.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think that, like, just saying the word DMV made you like you're in bored mode, right? That's what I'm saying. I can fix that for you. I can give you a mascot. What don't you get about this?
So is this guy like
the
twirling?
Mascot is.
Is this mascot like twirling signs like "Don't come to the DMV"?
He is fucking. No. He's inside. He's inside the DMV. He's in like that weird area where you can only go up to the counter. He's in between that. He's in between you and the person at the counter of the DMV.
You see,
doing his antics. Yes, probably.
No, see, I'm sorry. I think the biggest problem with the DMV is that you're waiting that long line, and it's taking forever, and you don't care if there's entertainment. You have all the entertainment in the world on your fucking phone. You just want to be in and out of there as quickly as possible.
You can't open the phone in the DMV line. First of all, you'd get killed. People would kill you.
That's...
If you're standing in line, like you're waiting to like get your ticket drawn, or you're like almost up, there's no pulling your phone out. You can only do that when you're sitting, if it's one of those places that has seats.
Oh, I've never been to one that didn't have seats.
There's like a mixed bag. Sometimes it's standing room only. Ooh, tough crowd.
Okay. In any event, I want to get through as quickly as possible. So if your solution was have one of the tellers at the DMV be a guy in a weird ass suit, like that would have been. That's what I'm saying. That would have been great. That would have been great. I would be all about that. The fact that you are using
this guy's
hired a man,
flapping around. He's bashing into people with his head.
You've hired somebody. You're paying them good money, and instead of
no, top of the line money. We're getting the best mascot money can buy.
Oh my gosh, you're spending all this money on this mascot. You could have just hired another person to get me through the line faster. Which even if you, and by the way, I'd be fine if you said he is dressed like this to make it entertaining. Make it more entertaining. Sure, I'm not opposed to that. I'm just saying, like, if you're making it less efficient and more fun, I'm angry. I'm not happy.
No. Obviously it's making things less efficient. He's hitting people. Like, there's no way around it. Occasionally he's hitting a teller. Like, we can't help that. The wings are huge, Curtis. There's no way around it. But people
this is not a good experience.
Is there room for people? Is there room for people with the wingspan?
Yeah, if you go under the wing, there's plenty of room for people.
You have to like crawl under the wing to get to the teller.
Shuffle under. You don't have to necessarily get on your hands and knees, but you limbo. There's a lot of ways around a problem.
You've taken a mundane but tolerable task and turned it into something that like should be fun. Like I get where you're coming from, that this is like goofy and fun, but in the
Yeah.
context you said it, it's just infuriating.
What, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like I'm there to just try to get this shit I have to do. I have to get this renewed. I have to, deal with this bureaucracy. It's not a fun thing. And I'm not in there.
But
Like I'm not going in.
now you get to deal with the Mega Velociraptor too. You're like, yes, this totally changed my.
I disagree. I don't think in that context is anybody going to be delighted by this man. I think they're going to be further annoyed. They're just going to be like, ugh. Like now I have to like deal it's like you're trying to eat your dinner and Pooh Bear comes up and you're like, I don't want to talk to you, Pooh Bear. Like I'm sorry, I don't want to talk to you.
That's a pleasurable experience. That's a different. This is a bad experience.
We went to different buffets
then.
Okay. Also,
until the Velociraptor shows up, and then you're like, oh, never mind, day made.
okay. Also, it's crowded as shit in there. Like,
oh, so crowded.
Yeah, this thing's gonna like.
And it's
gonna kill
a little
people.
worse. It's not gonna kill people. There's gonna be whaps. You're gonna get whapped a time or two. That's part of
Nobody
the DMD
wants
experience.
to get whapped. Nobody wants to get
It's
whapped.
just
That's
part
not
of the
fun.
Experience. I don't know what to
it's
tell
a terrible
you.
Experience.
What do you want from me?
You've concocted maybe the worst possible. First of all, you don't even know what you've created because you called it a Velociraptor. But you've concocted maybe the worst possible context for this specific creature.
It's so funny that it's the wrong fucking dinosaur.
But you know what? Sounds like a government operation.
I was just saying, wasn't the intent so funny that happened? I wish that was the joke. It isn't. Anyway, so clearly I'm winning that round. All right, last thing. Let's see if we can change everyone's minds here. So we've got a good taste of these mascots. So hit me with what separates your mascot from every other mascot. Does it have a special power? What's its it factor? Does it have something I'm not even thinking about? Like what? Why should we love this mascot?
Okay, I don't know if this sets it apart per se, because I think you think mascot.
Bad start.
Well, I'm just going to claim it because it is the ultimate thing.
You think mascot, and I say fuck it. Different thing.
There's nothing you want more after you hear mascot than t-shirt cannon, right? T-shirt cannon's all you want in that 100%. In the context. If there's the context for a mascot, you also want a t-shirt cannon. So this guy,
they should get a stock standard, 100%. You're right.
And who better to shoot a t-shirt at you than Moonshot? And so Moonshot's carrying around a cannon, but a little twist, he's not shooting t-shirts. He's shooting Muscle V's.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're going for fan service. Look at you.
Now, for the kiddos and the families, he's shooting delightful free Muscle V's, cleansing that corporate image.
Oh,
no
free.
problem.
We don't do free.
Little thing. Well, no, we'll pay you. You'll get yours. Don't you worry. But Monsanto's going to cover the cost.
Did you kill him?
Assisted. I know you killed him. Nice. Bullshit. Take a drink.
Sorry, I almost had out my nose because I took a drink when you said the thing about money, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if he shoots a T-shirt at you and then goes to collect the $20?
That would be sweet. Be like, oh, you caught it. Where's my change?
That sounds like a thing Muscle V would do. That would be a Muscle V hustle.
But there is a twist to this. So far, it's pretty straightforward, but there is a twist. You come across any hippies, this thing also shoots at Agent Orange.
It shoots what?
Agent Orange.
Just one of the more fucked up chemical warfare maneuvers we've ever done.
Yeah. There you go. Moonshot.
I'm trying to think if I got questions. If I got qualms.
I nailed it, right?
Shoots Agent Orange or T-shirt.
Excuse me, Muscle V's.
Sorry, or muscles.
Fully purchased at retail price, Muscle V's.
Nice.
Not provided a discount muscle fees. Or okay. Can you? How is this horrible chemical being distributed? Real quick.
The Agent Orange
Yes, the
out of a
agent.
cannon. There's a cannon. Do
I'm.
we not?
What is
Did I
it?
mention the
it
cannon?
is it in like a pod that explodes on you? I don't just say this.
I pictured it more of a squirt gun kind of a deal. I don't really know what Agent Orange is like, to be honest.
You're just like covering the guy in pesticide, basically.
Sounds right. Sounds
All right.
Monsanto. I can tell you that right now.
That sounds like something to at least try. Yeah, why not? Monsanto, if you want us to stop saying shit like this, you can pay us. We'll be bought.
I think
You,
they're taking notes.
yeah, if you want the Moonshot
I
Gang to
don't.
reach out,
I don't think anybody working for Monsanto has the ethical grounds with which to see a problem with what I've described.
that's great. We
Oh,
appeal to
that
the
might work.
children, and we just cover our enemies in our own product. Perfect.
And
It's
these
a
muscle
win-win.
fees, they're a bargain at twice the price.
It shows its efficacy, and it shows how fun we are about it. Yeah, great. Must have been questions for him.
No questions at this time.
Okay. My battery's dead, so don't continue with the game with me involved.
Okay.
Okay, and then tell me, what's the iMascot's it factor? What's his special power? What can he do?
So the mascot is better than everybody else. Of course, he's better than everybody else. He
Of course, he's
always has the latest and greatest technology. You will never see him with an iPhone 14 if the iPhone 15 is out. He's just always gonna be better than you.
I
I kind of hate him now. Like he just seems like a jerk.
He's also
I'm
he's advertising the product too, so like you kind of want to be him, right?
I feel like you could have said the same thing in a way that made him sound cool and cutting edge, but you just made him sound like a pretentious asshole.
I mean, it's clearly what he's gonna be. So his it factor is that he's up to date on Apple products.
You aspire to be him. That's his it factor.
Nobody gets the security updates before me, bitch.
He has the beta. He has the beta before you have the beta.
Wait, who has the beta? I don't know anyone that has the beta.
I'm the eye mascot. I've got the beta. You are the beta.
Oh, that's good. That's a good tagline. That might be his it factor.
We should have put taglines in here, by the way.
Are you calling this special? If you want to make pitches, now's the time. Do you have a tagline for Moonshot?
Oh,
Think about it.
you know
Think
what?
about it.
Wait,
Stew
no,
on
no,
it.
I don't need time to think. You want to hear? Do you want to hear the tagline from Moonshot?
Yeah, I've got like half one for you already.
Moonshot.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, shoot for the moon, get the teeth or something like that. Something in that
That's,
ballpark.
I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that's not. Nothing is going to be cooler than Moonshot. Like it's a great name. He can just say it. Like that's a tagline in and of itself.
Yeah, fair enough. How is he getting the latest tech? I guess I don't. Is that a power or is that his it factor?
I think Tim Cook's
his
inside
it
the
factor.
mascot.
Well,
Yeah, like
we're
is
not
he
an
just
Apple product.
Right.
We're a BlackBerry store.
Oh, that's right.
But
Okay.
we did hire Tim Cook
Wait,
to be in
no, that is
in
a question. Is the point because he's working for BlackBerry? Is the point to advertise Apple products or to make Apple products look stupid?
Because it's working.
I can't go into details on that.
Yeah, you
Why
can. This is the
not?
last round. This is it. You can go in any details you need to. No reason to keep the rest top secret. This is it.
Us BlackBerry may or may not have a contract with Apple.
Oh, interesting.
We realized that just sending emails wasn't enough.
I love the idea that BlackBerry was like one of the top smartphone makers of the world, and now they're like, we came up with this mascot. Can we want to throw us a bone? We'll advertise for you.
We get 1 penny for every Apple product sold.
It's actually a great deal.
I
Yeah, you'd
know.
be fine.
We took
A
it.
BlackBerry makes so much money.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Is it latest tech for all BlackBerry products, or is it just the latest tech for anything?
Well, my guy was specifically wearing only Apple products.
Okay. Great. Love it. Okay. For my guy, you guys will be pleased to know he has no it factor. Nothing special.
You're talking about Dijon, the DMV dinosaur.
The Mega Velociraptor has no it factor. He's just a guy. He's got his long wings. Pretty fun.
First of all, I know you have more to say, but this was all your idea. You came up with all of these categories, and you're starting off with he doesn't have one.
He doesn't have an it factor. Yeah,
Does he have
he's
the
not.
power to get me my license faster?
Yes, he
Speed
has
up the line,
power.
bitch.
Once an hour, he gets to grant one person jumping the line privilege.
I
That's
would.
his power.
I'd be so pissed.
Oh,
You get next.
I have a feeling you thought that was like a killer, like drop the mic benefit, but that is
If
the most
You actually,
infuriating thing I've ever heard. One person's thrill,
you know
no
what?
Yeah.
question.
Actually, you know what? You even get to interrupt whoever's up. That
Oh,
person gets to take over.
if you're
one
not that guy
person's.
though, then you're
Yeah,
hating
yeah.
this dude.
You are
Everybody hates
hating.
him.
It doesn't matter because that guy's out of here soon. Velociraptor shields him until he's gone.
So you're saying the audience for
Uh-huh.
Velociraptor, the Dino Man, is literally one person per hour at the
Uh-huh.
DMV.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But you could walk in, get your ticket, and you are up. Because the Mega Velociraptor says it's your time.
Isn't it equally
Thinking like the cut of
possible?
your jib.
Isn't it equally possible? I've been waiting for 45 fucking minutes and I'm next anyway, but somehow I also got called by Demogorgon, the
Yep.
doodlier guy.
That'd be
And
great. You cut off whoever's in front of you.
no. But then not only am I hated by everybody there, but I didn't really save much of any time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Part of his charm.
This is, I mean, we've done a lot of episodes. We've covered a lot of ground. We've come up with a lot of stupid ideas. This might be the dumbest and worst idea you've ever suggested.
Yeah, but think about how exciting it is because it's on the hour, so you know it's coming, which means a lot of people rush into the DMV 11:59 or whatever. That when he pulls that ticket, when he decides you're up, that's a moment.
It's even worse. I
you
didn't even
basically
think
shot
about. Go ahead.
yeah. No, you go.
I didn't even think about the perverse incentives you're instilling. You're creating a world where instead of people trickling into the DMV having a steady line, you've created an incentive that on the hour everybody shows up all at once,
Oh
so
wow.
that it's just a fucking nightmare line for everybody all at once all the time. There's no pacing to, like, you've made it so much worse to go to the DMV in every conceivable way unless you're one guy per hour.
That's right, or gal. That's right. But if you get it, it's like shooting the half court shot at a game. You're just like this. I mean, not everyone cheers for you, so it's a little different. But what a moment! Oh my god,
Is
in and
your
out of the DMV.
is your shit at least free? Like, do you got any benefits besides skipping the line, or you still have to pay the normal price?
Normal price. It's the DMV. We can't. It's still a government entity. We're not allowed to just charge less because you won a Velociraptor ticket. Don't be insane.
Oh my gosh, this is just the worst. I hate this idea.
Unless you get picked. That's the point.
No. You misunderstand how Midwest I am. If I got picked, I would be so much more
You
like
turn it down.
horrified. I don't know if I turn it down. I might accept it, but I would also feel
You can't
so
turn it
guilty.
down. You would get killed if you turn it down. That would
Yeah,
be.
like there's no winning. Like I have to accept it, and I just feel like the biggest asshole in the world. Like I do not feel good about myself having that experience on any level at all.
Okay,
There's no joy in that for me.
quick question. Let's say you get there 11:59, you walk into the store, you pull your ticket, and then you're like, "Fuck, I forgot my paperwork in the car." You leave the DMV and your number gets called just to
Whoa.
come back a minute later. What happens?
I'm sorry. Walk me through the scenario again.
You're in the DMV because you pulled the ticket, you got to do something, but you leave all your paperwork in the car. So you
First of
leave
all,
you leave when they're
I don't,
calling your number.
I don't know what happens in this in normal scenario. So I'm not sure what the regular procedure is.
You still have a ticket.
Well, the regular no, 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 yeah, the regular procedure. You've got ticket number 1,551,
Yeah.
and you're still in line, but you
Sorry,
just
sorry. I thought you were saying you're already up. Okay. Got it. So your number's called while you're in like going to your car.
Yep.
I just, I mean, I think you have till like the end of the hour to use your ticket. I don't think you have to use it right away. I haven't really thought through this scenario. What asshole's not bringing all of your paperwork into the DMV?
What if you walk in and you're like, oh shit, I forgot my title or something.
You
I
know
forgot
what?
this in the car.
You know what? I'm willing. Let's change it up. You have to respond within the minute, or I pick a new person.
I feel like you could have come up with something more exciting than that.
Yeah.
That person gets killed. What do you mean more exciting? What do you want me to do? And they have a battle, a gauntlet battle to get back in. What do you mean? What could possibly have done?
I
A,
don't
a
know.
battle to the
You're the one
death.
who set this at the DM fucking B. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine. But just what do you mean I could have made it more exciting? Give me. You can't say that and then say I have no suggestions though. You could have. I don't know what, but you could have. Obviously, I
Uh,
could have. We all could have made it more exciting.
I fair enough. You're right. There's no way to make this better. It's that bad.
Yep.
Well, I'm confident the internet will have my back. But the internet doesn't get to vote on these things live unless we have someone in the Twitch channel. I don't think we do. So let's figure it out. Let's figure out who's winning this thing. Believe it or not, guys, we're going to do this classic vote style. I don't think we've ever done that. So tonight's the night. You can't vote on yourself. Who's the best? Who's
Haven't we done this
mascot?
every time? Like, isn't that how we always do
It's
this? What do you mean?
it's every
No,
single
no.
time.
Go back and check it out. Never. Pants Man. Who
Muscle
are you
B.
voting for? What? No, sorry. Let me finish the question. Which mascot are you voting for?
I mascot.
Okay. Do you want a quick explanation why? I know it was close. I know you're
It is not
probably
on the merits of I mascot. I can tell you that. It is purely out of demerits for ventriloquist dinosaur.
not sure I get it, but okay. Weird choice. Muscle V. Who are you voting for?
Clearly, we're voting for Blue Moon.
Wow. You guys have
Moonshot.
never you guys have never so clearly voted for each other ever. This is at least we can say this. The Mega Velociraptor brings people together. He's a
That
unifier.
that does seem to be true, but if you're a right winger like Muscle V or a left winger like Pants Man, you will come together in hatred of the DMV and specifically whatever he's called, your terrible Velociraptor. Doesn't even has a terrible name. Now, Jeeves, that's what you're called.
Yep.
Jeeves, you get to be the tiebreaker. You get to decide the winner, and
Real quick,
as
I want to tell you this. My catchphrase, the Mega Velociraptor's catchphrase, another win for the DMV, unifying the people.
oh boy,
Please continue.
you are the reigning czar, and
Yes,
you get to basically crown the next one. So,
that's right.
who'd it gonna be?
So we're gonna look through each category. We're gonna really take our time with this.
Really
I
do some
think,
bureaucracy with this one. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the right move.
this for the next 20 minutes this is going to be admin. You're going to wish you were staring at a pterodactyl that could grant you the power to get out of it, letting you rethink your idiot decisions. But we look at latest tech, not really a power. Only Apple for a BlackBerry company, not really a power. Shoots Agent Orange, not a power. Is it an it factor? I don't know. Shoots Muscle V's at people. Not sure that's a plus either. Monsanto, negative. BlackBerry, negatives. That's a wash. Friendly Wolf, don't love. Everyday Apple costume, don't love. Hates environmentalists, fine. Apple goggles, surprisingly fine. Blue, can't defend it, didn't love. Captain America shield, Never addressed, Pants Man. Don't love that. Don't love that we threw that out there and didn't use it ever.
When did that come up? I don't remember that at all.
You tacked it on at the end of description. Never brought it up again.
Well,
Real negative for you.
I didn't bring up any of the things again. Like
You
it's
said
fine
Captain America. You said Captain America shield, and never once addressed why he has a shield.
because his name is Moonshot. He needed something with the moon on him. He's a wolf, but he still needs a moon thing.
What does that have to do with? I'm sorry. What is? How is that Captain America shield helping? Or sorry, was it a Captain America shield but a moon in place of the star?
No. It was a Captain America shield that looked like a moon. Like the I said
What
that
do you?
the
What do you mean? Looks like a moon. A circle
like
looks like a moon.
no. Like you've seen the face of the moon, just like a picture of the moon pasted onto a Captain America style shield. That's
In the
all.
center or the whole fucking thing? What do you
The
mean?
whole thing. The whole thing.
So there's just bumps in between the lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, again, I think we should be using the shield. I don't love that it's just there implying that it could be used and isn't being used, but fine.
I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of mascots have little accoutrements that aren't actually usable. They're just like little decorations on the costume.
-1 for using accoutrement in a conversation about mascots. -1. But that pretty much puts us at a tie. And if it's a tie, obviously mascot's not winning to fucking Moonshot. Incredible work there. You were all downhill after that.
I'm gonna
Congratulations,
say,
Pants Man.
I really
Big
thought
win.
you were gonna attempt a coup where you just like decided a tie meant that the reigning czar gets to keep the title, and I wasn't gonna be here for that. But I also thought there was a good chance that out of spite you were going to grant it to the eye mascot, which is insane because Moonshot. Come on, there's just no beating it.
Just a
This
big
is
Moonshot.
this is you did a lot of work to try to tear apart everything I did after Moonshot, but the truth is, in every round you were kind of on board. And also, this is the strongest case I've ever made for anything in the entire history of this show. I've never done better, as far as I'm concerned.
You started out so strong. That momentum could not bring you down. You did fine enough. You rallied. You got us through to the end. What a fucking name.
Moonshot.
Live in that name for a while. All right, before we get out of here, Muscle B, tell me about Antonio the cat. Let's live
Antonio
in
the
that world
Tiger.
for a couple of minutes before we leave.
Yeah, it's the Aldi version of Tony the Tiger.
Okay. So tell me
First
more.
of all, Aldi is
Does
on it. They have figured out every single cereal and how to completely, utterly rip off
so is
the mascots.
is the catchphrase they're good?
That's there. Okay.
Yeah.
They're only $2.99.
$2.99 is expensive for Aldi.
I actually don't know what cereal costs.
Yeah, what? Jesus Christ. What kind of is it made of gold? $2.99 at the Aldi. I don't know what it costs either. I actually just recently my wife told me a long time ago I have to stop by. Have you guys ever had Flips yogurt?
No, never heard of it.
Is that the one that you
It's
can fold over and there's got like stuff on both sides?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
shaped like a square and then
Yep.
most of it's yogurt and a small portion of it's just candy.
Yep.
So fucking good, right? Love it. I get like 10 of them every time I go to the grocery store. Last time I was there, just saw the price. We're $3 a pop.
For one?
I think maybe it was 2, but yeah, it was like an outrageous amount. I was like, I have to stop doing this. This is a problem. I'm gonna make us broke from yogurt. All right. Anyway, tell me about Antonio.
I don't have anything for Antonio. I was just making a joke.
No,
earlier.
too bad. We're living there now for a minute. What? Tell me a day in the life.
That day in the life, he walks around preaching his cereal.
What do you mean preaching?
He goes to kids and tells them about buying the cereal.
This is way worse. It's immediately worse.
I gotta say, I know Aldi is a no frills grocery store that doesn't have any of the fancy things that other grocery stores have. But if they introduced a mascot wandering through the store delighting children, I feel like that might be the only context any of us has come up with that would actually be a good idea.
I'm sorry. Did you say this was at Aldi? I thought you just said this was walking around.
I said walking around, pants man through it
Yeah,
at Aldi.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you put him in all. I'm picturing him just down the street, just stopping children that hopefully aren't around parents, because they'll have to mace them if they try that.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying that like the idea of a I'm actually surprised more retail stores and grocery stores and other shops don't have a mascot just wandering around inviting people to come in.
Well, like we go to a grocery store with our kids sometimes, and I don't there's like if you get towards the end of the aisles, there's just like bullshit sections. Like it'll be like food, 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 and then after a certain point, they're like, "Here's dog food," and then after dog food, like things go off the rails. You might find food,
Right.
you might find just shit, and like
Yeah.
if you end up in that aisle with your child, it could be like 2 hours. My daughter tried on every mini backpack that aisle 9 had for some fucking reason. I don't know what they were doing there, but it was at her height, and we were there for at least 45 minutes.
Okay, I've got an idea. This has nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far, other than grocery stores. But
That's fine.
especially when you're a kid, do you remember like going to the store with your parent and like you go down like the frozen aisle or the cooler aisle and it's like so fucking cold and you're just like I don't want to stand here. It's so cold in this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have little like robes you can put on one end of the aisle and like drop
No.
them off at the other end of the aisle.
I thought you were going the other direction. I thought you were saying we need a product that we can make it unnecessarily cold around like kids' toys so that we don't have to stop at that aisle, which they're always aisle height for a toddler, which is super fucking annoying.
Well, there's no incentive for a store selling goods to.
I am not saying that the store's doing this. I'm saying give me a product where I can just like spray some cold mist
Oh,
and
I
just like
see.
it's like, oh, where it's too cold around the little fucking backpacks. I don't know why this is here. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, kid. I guess we should just move on, go somewhere where it's warmer, because I would pay way too much for that. All right. Well, I think we've explored the mascot world. I think we found some products here today. Let's go on and get on out of here. Muscle V, what do you got for us?
When you're shopping at Aldi, don't forget to shop with Antonio the Tigger.
What would our buddy Two Pop say? How about you, Pants Man? What do you got for us?
Moonshot.
And what would our buddy Boo say?
Oh, sunspot.
And I just want to thank all of you if you stuck around with us tonight. Hope you had a good time. If you didn't, fuck off. If you did, I don't know, rate or something. I don't know, or you. I don't know anything worse. But either way, we hope you had fun. And I just want to remind you that you don't always have to make something Monsanto, but always make it a moonshot. Cod Daddy's out.